Hey everyone, it is me, Kristine. Welcome back to my channel. So let's get right on into it. I got my car on September the 6th, and so on September the 13th, that would have been my 1 week mark with my new car. Here are all the things that I noticed within that first week, things that I love, things that I find not so great, things that I find interesting or confusing. Here we go, my 1 week car review. Context. The car that I have is the 2019 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV or PHEV, I believe it's just PHEV, Outlander PHEV SE Limited. There are 4 different levels of the car. There's the basic one, then the SE Limited, and then 2 more. Obviously the prices go up depending on which one you want. It is a 5-seater SUV in pearl white, I believe. That's what the exact color is called. It's in white. It is a hybrid electric vehicle, so I can run it on gas or on electric. The first things that I noticed immediately, we got the car from a dealership roughly about a 30-minute drive away ish, and I had to drive the car back home. So immediately the first things I realized were how sensitive the pedals were. The first time I drove it, the moment I braked, I'm very used to braking and having to apply more, a lot of pressure onto the brake to actually brake the car. For the accelerator, it is fairly similar to a regular car, to cars that I've driven in the past, especially when you drive it on electricity and not on gas. It takes not a little bit of time. You don't even notice it while you're driving, but it's definitely the juice doesn't quite kick in as quickly as a standard gasoline car. It kind of has not a rumble, but a pre-activate and then it goes. So when you drive the car, you'll notice that when you're accelerating, say from a red light turns green, you accelerate, you press on the gas and it kind of it's kind of fun. I feel like I'm driving a rocket ship when I drive this thing instead of a standard car where it would kind of just go whoosh. There's a build-up. The build-up, that's what I'm looking for. I love my steering wheel so much. Majority of the time while I was learning how to drive, I drove a Toyota Corolla, an old, probably 2007-ish. I really don't know, but just an older Toyota Corolla. And comparing that steering wheel to my new car steering wheel, it was legendary. Probably hyping this steering wheel up a little much just because majority of my driving experience was with an older Toyota Corolla steering wheel, but it was so smooth and I don't have to tug at it really at all. It's so smooth and wonderful. It's just it's incredible. It literally feels like butter. It just moves so dang well. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but when you drive and you turn the wheel. The next thing that I wanted to talk about a little bit more is EV mode, or electric vehicle mode. Like I said in the beginning, this car is a hybrid, so it can run on electricity and gas. There's 3 modes in the car. The first, just classic EV mode, where it's running on electricity, normal, where it's running on gas, and charge mode, where you're using your gas but at the same time you're charging your battery, your electricity. I never thought that I would have a hybrid car ever when I was learning how to get a car. When I was learning how to drive, out of nowhere my family just decided that a hybrid car would just be so much more of an investment. I genuinely plan on having this car for the next 10 years of my life, and I live in a city, so EV mode is very functional and reliable where I live. I don't need to drive 10 kilometers to get to the grocery store type of deal. I don't know, it's just sometimes a little bit funny. My first car ever is a hybrid and how times have evolved, y'all. I also love how the car looks. There are a couple of hybrid SUVs on the market, and the reason I chose this one is because of the look. I love how sleek and clean the outside of the car looks. It's very simple silhouettes. I like how the trunk of the car isn't too rounded. I like how there's a little bit of squareness to it. I also love the interior. I love my gear shift. It just looks so clean, and I just love how simple and basic things look. I like clean, and there aren't crazy amount of buttons and freaking just things everywhere. Although I feel like I'm driving a spaceship, it doesn't look like I'm driving one, and I really love that. The car also came with bird poop, which is about over there. And yeah, truly one of my favorite parts. It has washed off now because it's been raining a little bit and it's gone at this point. I went from driving, once again, a small Toyota Corolla, very like on the smaller end of cars, and now I'm driving an SUV. It has been a challenge to get used to the size difference. It's ridiculous. For example, parking. I used to love parallel parking, reverse parking, and all of it. Now I can't reverse. Like I try, and especially within that first week of having the car, I used to love reverse parking, and I would always try to reverse park into my parking spot at home, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. So you know, we have the camera already, but your girl still can't reverse. Yeah, she's working on it. I've gotten better at parking forward, at least. The techniques that I used to reverse park and to parallel park with a Toyota Corolla is gonna have to change with this car. If you know how to drive, if you know how to parallel park, reverse park, it's kind of all about angles in the sense, and knowing what your car is gonna do if you turn the wheel a certain way. So I just have to learn my angles and basically just get used to the size. I'm scared that I'm gonna hit something. It's just that simple. And there are two pretty thick beams where I park, so I never wanna hit those as well, and I just have to get used to the size. Overall, these are my thoughts for the first week of me having my car. It's my first car, and I am so to this day, it's been almost a month, and I just look at it sometimes. I'm like, how are you in my life? How is this real? What is going on? I'm beyond thankful. I'm literally getting teary-eyed, and that's ridiculous. Okay, let's just break for a second. But seriously, I am unbelievably thankful for this. I am planning to do a 1-month car review as well. I'll also be talking about things like finances, and if you're interested in just all of that, the financial stuff, that information will be in the 1-month review. If you wanna watch the vlog of me getting the car, links will be down below. Also, I did a 3-part driving series, the journey to getting my license. So if you wanna watch that, those videos will be linked down below as well. And also, if y'all have any questions related to my car, to cars in general, hopefully I'll be able to answer those questions in the 1-month review as well. Thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to join the time, because it's time, and I love y'all so much. And I will see you in a little bit.